Since you're hitting all these cities, do you have a preferred city for women? Is there? I mean, and you've lived in Florida. Now you're in Atlanta, Memphis. Like, what's the difference? What are you?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Women in Memphis, they the realest. Like I mean, when I say the realest, I'm talking about they so gangster. They just so laid back and just so real. I love the women in Memphis. But I gotta say my favorite city when it comes to women, Tallahassee. It's a college town. You know what I'm saying? You got two big, you got FAMU University and you got Florida State. And man, I'm talking about, I don't know, maybe it's like 20 to 1 or some shit like that. I don't know. It's like a baby Atlanta when it comes to the women ratio. But probably the finest woman I ever seen, like shape-wise and everything, was in Birmingham, Alabama. The baddest motherfucker. What? You ever fish? You go fishing?
I'll eat that fishing or
no,
real fishing.
Real fishing. You ever real fish?
Once.
Once?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Well, then you ain't no real fisherman. You might not understand this. But we, fishermen, we like, you know what I'm saying, we got like, well, I like the river fish rivers and shit like that. You would fish a little, find a little hot hole, they'd be like, like you catch a lot of fish right there. When then a lot of people find out about it, then it's kind of, you don't get as many fish no more. But man, look here. When you find your new fishing hole, you like, man, I ain't never know this spot was over here. You might just be riding down the street and see like a little pond. I mean, they had the best bass in that motherfucker. It's the same way like that it goes when some of these markets I go to. You go to some of these markets, man, you find like some of the baddest motherfucking women. And you'll never think it because you might be coming from a bigger city.
Right.
But boy.
So, now let's switch it up. You got the album coming out when?
Album in stores June 26th. Please buy your boy shit. If you just buy buy one copy, you know what I'm saying? Just buy one real copy. You know what I mean? Because you're going to want the artwork, you know what I'm saying, the credits, all that shit, man. Get that shit.
So, when you're coming up, when you were making this album, what are some of the concepts or thoughts behind it, the songs you made? What was your mentality when you were doing this?
You know what? I re-recorded this album 3 or 4 times. So, some material started sounding dated. Some material I just want to just keep recording. So the concepts will change, but what I really want to do is just really give people the soundtrack of my life. And you know what I'm saying, I try to capture that by different songs. And some tracks make me want to talk about some other things, but I may have, that's a whole different album. And then like I wanted this album to be a lot more grimy, but you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of that shit going on right now. So what I'm doing now is it's still a street album. The album street as fuck, but I think it's a more well-rounded album than I initially started out recording, and it's more like a buffet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't overstock one subject or nothing like that. So I think it's a multifaceted album. You know what I'm saying? Multi-topic. There's a lot of shit on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's my life. There's no fabrications. It is what it is. And I just hope that we get through this Chasing My Dream album with nice numbers. And more than anything, I hope the consumers love the album, which I know y'all gonna love it. It's fire as fuck. It's lava. The album, lava. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, the next album will be a lot more street than this one.
Really?
A whole lot more street. But the next one's called Did Dirt, Came Clean. So it'll be kind of like showing one side and how I made the transition to get to this point. Yeah.